Iskandar, Malaysia is located in the main southern development corridor in Johor. Iskandar, Malaysia covers 5 local planning authorities, which is 3 times the size of Singapore. The Iskandar Puteri City Council is a local-based council which was founded in 1953. It started as a small administration centre when eventually was merged to a local council. And once again, Iskandar Puteri has created another history when it was declared as a local authority with a city council status. This main criteria has made Iskandar Puteri City Council capable and able to plan every aspect of development, including infrastructural development and public utilities, socio-economic development, redecoration development, tourism and information technology development. On top of all of this, another competitive edge of Iskandar, Malaysia is its emphasis on sustainable development, which leads to another development, that is Medini Iskandar. Medini Iskandar Sendirian Berhad is positioned as a master developer that acts as a catalyst in leading the way to creating Medini City as the best destination in Asia. During the site visit, I was able to notice some issues in the site. There was a bit of noise pollution around the site area, considering there were a few ongoing construction and music playing loudly from the Sunway beatbox. Other than that, the pedestrian walkway was completely damaged except for the ones around the Sunway beatbox. This issue did not secure the safety of the pedestrians around the site. Last but not least, I couldn't help but notice there were no resting areas for the pedestrians and bikers to cool off and do some activities. So the client for this project is CIPD, the Centre for Planning and Development, which is one of the 5 research centres under the Research Institute for Sustainable Environment (UDM). The centres were created to gain the vibrant, innovative and productive research culture apart to maintain the status of a research university. There are a few precedent studies that were included in this project. First one is Substrate Factory Ayasa in Japan by Aki Hamada Architects. I like the concept and system of multipurpose spaces together and exhibit for the users which function of the space accordingly with the situation. On the other hand, the external skin allows the penetration of daylight into the building through the voids. The inner partition fit into the horizontal beam well as a divider. Next, the inside-out house in India by Model Design. I love the wood approval louvers which can be shut and open during different times of the day. Besides, the outer court where the entry vestibules, the work studio and veranda opens is kept open to the sky but has sliding wood screens on the garden side which can be shut at night for security purposes, while the wood screen allows the breeze into these spaces. Last but not least, the Rolex Learning Center in Switzerland by Sana Architect. To me, the most interesting feature in this building is the glazed voids connecting the indoors with the social open spaces. These courtyards also naturally help the interior spaces. The series of undulations create semi-open spaces below on the ground floor, encouraging the multi-use of semi-open and open spaces. After gathering some infos from the precedent studies, I have been inspired to come up with a concept. Based on the studies before, I could see how architects are pursuing new horizons in design, chasing algorithms and experimenting with adaptability. I also noticed that sustainable elements prioritize the importance of indoor environmental quality for affecting how an individual feels in a space, which brought to me the word retrofitting. Retrofitting is the addition of new technology or features to older systems, such as improving existing buildings with energy efficiency equipment. So my concept is to explore beyond the limits, which brings to beyond retrofitting. This concept was inspired by the combination of two elements that I noticed in the studies, which are technology and sustainable. Therefore, suppressing the existing impediment between natural environment and architecture is my main objective in this project. The form of my building was originally inspired by a leaf, which symbolized as environmental friendly. Usually, a leaf has veins that spread into different directions, but still from the same core, which explains the different form of my floor plan. This has been an inspiration to my development of form making. Last, I will explain the interaction of mind spaces within my building to have a better understanding of its circulation. The ingress of the site is located here because it is near to the parking space suggested in the master plan. While the service lane is located here, which are more private and covered. The lobby connected with the reception area and multipurpose area. The pattern curtain wall was added to fulfill the client's need. The users are also able to publicly hang and chat in the leisure area. The design studio and workshop are connected with each other, which is only separated by the retractable wall. The spaces also can function as the exhibition room depending on the situation. Moving on to the first floor, the management offices were located around the same area in order to ease the system of managing the building. The first floor plan is a bit private considering the staff and management works there. There are some areas provided for the staff to relax during the break, such as the board game room and the rooftop garden whenever they need some fresh air. On the second floor, a solar simulator and environmental laboratory was provided for the exploration of environmental studies. This area is a bit more private compared to before, as it is more to the research studies. There is a spacious rooftop garden on the outside that can be occasionally used on some events, such as annual company gatherings or other private companies' event. The researchers can also hang and relax there during their break time on a daily basis. I think that is all from me. Here is an animation on my 3D model. Thank you for lending your ears. Enjoy the video.